Good morning everyone. Hope you are all doing good. Welcome back. I'm sure you enjoyed my last video. I know I keep saying this every video, and yes, of course, I want you to keep watching all my videos and comment me below as well. Okay? Yeah. So I just had a quick thought when I was just watching some news on the TV this morning. I did see schools are planning for more exams, and of course the year-end exams are nearing. So I felt like I just thought of sharing some of the strategies that I used when I used to study in school. Even today I was like a person who's continuously studying, but still I wanted to share some of the strategies that I always use to get success in whatever the exams that I try out. So I'm sure that this video will definitely help either for yourself or for your family members or for your children, to help them achieve good marks in their exams as well. Okay, so without wasting much of my time, here you go. I will give you the 8 tips that I have personally time tested so many times, and it is successfully working for me, and I will be sharing those things in this particular video. Okay, the number 1 tip for any kind of studies that you do, any kind of reading plan that you do, is to first to have a dedicated study spot. What do you mean by that? See, I always and at my home I ensure like I sit in a quiet place. In fact, not even a quiet place, a place where I regularly sit. There is some connectivity that is happening subconsciously. I'm really sorry, I don't have the scientific reason behind that, but still, when you dedicatedly sit at the same place every time when you are studying, your mind automatically gets into a connectivity. The moment you go and sit there, and you will start feeling a kind of recollecting all your memories with whatever that you have studied as well. I have personally experienced this one. So always have a dedicated spot where you can sit. In fact, I will tell you this, I always sit whenever I start studying something, I sit facing the north. So you know that, right? North is more magnetic. So when you're facing north and studying, it is always good that you will quickly remember and quickly able to grasp all the concepts that you are studying. So that's the number 1 tip. And the number 2 tip is be organized and use highlighters. There are so many of our students, in fact our children, we just keep saying them, go ahead, read, score good marks and all that, but are you telling them the how of all these things? In fact, very simple thing is, you will say like, concentrate on your studies to score good marks. Have you ever explained them how to concentrate? It's really more important to teach your children how to concentrate before even you tell them to concentrate, right? So coming back here, so what I was talking about is like to be organized and use highlighters, because what will happen when you are reading a book or your class notes, when you start highlighting the important points during your examination time, it is quite easy that you can go back and skim through the important points. And also the second or the third time when you start reading it, you just need to highlight the your eyes just need to scroll to the colored parts. So it is so easy. I always do that. So I always keep my books and notes, it's all colored. It will be so colorful. I like using all types of colors, so you can also try it out. And the most important thing that you always need to do, during your examination, or when you are planning to study something during your examination, I would suggest always change your subject every hour. Even if it's going to be like a kind of if you wanted to do a study for the next exam, I would suggest change the subject every hour, because monotonously you are studying the same thing, it is never going to work out. And one important piece of information, I know of course I am from 80s, and those days it was not so distracting, but today you will see, like, when I say this, though not so distracting, the only distraction that I always face during my examination was this festival time, because in my village, they used to put this loud sounds of music for any kind of festival, so that will be so distracting. But otherwise I have never faced so many distraction for my studies. So today I know there are mobile phones around you, iPads and all that, you may feel like very distracting for your children, right? So I would suggest, please switch off your mobile phone. Even children are having mobile phones today. Go ahead and switch off the mobile phone if you are using one, or if you are someone who is like wanting to know something, kind of like getting distracted with a notification, at least for some time put your mobile in a aeroplane mode. So you keep it in aeroplane mode, as a flight mode, and then you start reading it. So you then start studying your subjects. That way, you won't get distracted. And one more important thing that brings me to the next point, you can use a Pomorodo timer, which means like you have your attention span maximum to 20 to 40 minutes. So that's the maximum attention span a human being can have. So it is of no use you continuously studying for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of such sort. So I would suggest take time and take breaks in between. You try to complete one set of lessons or chapters that you wanted to do, and then you take a break. You maybe go ahead and watch some TV for some time, or check out your mobile phone, whatever that you want to do for a short break, and then come back and sit back and start your next routine. So I just take breaks. So I study in 40-minute time slot. So that works really better. And most important thing is, like, sometimes when I study subjects which are too heavy, like kind of mathematics or those kind of stuffs, when I wanted to remember all the formulas, I also go for a sleep after I do my studies. It can be a day or a night. I definitely go for a small sleep, because you know what, after you make your studying, when you go to a sleep, you will definitely feel there is so much of retention that is happening inside your brain. But you are sleeping, I know, but still your brain is not sleeping. It actually tries to recollect all the numbers, formulas and sin theta, cos theta, whatever that you have studied inside your brain, it will still be running inside. So I would suggest that it takes time for your memory to retain stuff, and that time is given when you are resting. And one more important information is, some people they study at a night time or a daytime. See, it is definitely, I wouldn't say like only read at the daytime or at the night time. You should know what is your time that is working for you. Because some people they sleep all the day, and in one short night they will completely cover all the subjects and all the chapters that they wanted to read at that particular time. So choose whatever the time that actually works for you. That would be like that way you will have very less distraction also, and you will be able to quickly skim through or take up all the information that you want to study for your exams. And the most important thing that I would suggest is, please set some study goals regularly. This is very, very important, because in the morning, if you plan something, see, like today I will finish 4 chapters in science, 4 chapters in maths, some kind of, you are planning something, please make a planning first and track it in the evening or at night. You want to go back and check, have I completed all these things that I have actually mentioned? Yes, I will be completing it. You can have a diary or a journal where you can mention, like, I will have to study this many number of subjects which are more priority for my examination. That way you will be able to track your progress as well. And one more thing is, personally I will tell you, it brings more of a satisfaction inside you. I would definitely tell you, it will also bring more confidence. Even you are a dumb person, you are even a person who has scored low marks, or you failed in any kind of exams, you just follow the step, you will definitely able to see there are so much of improvement in yourself in terms of reading as well as the confidence as well. And final thing I would say is, like I told you in the previous point, right? Color. Do the coloring. So when you are doing the coloring, when you wanted to go for your exams, before the exams, it's so easy. You just open your book, you will feel all colorful, and just skim through this. multiple times, as many times as possible. To me, I have this habit of like, I always carry my book when I am going to travel to some place, or when I always in kind of, wherever I feel there is a leisure time, I will always carry a book. Even today, I have this habit, I always have a book in my car. I used to have stationaries as well in my car dashboard. People used to laugh at me saying like, why are you carrying all these things in your dashboard? I have seen women carrying all the beauty products, but you're carrying books. Yeah, because even there are times when I wanted to wait for someone in my car, I just take up my notes, I will start skimming through it. See, that way your brain, you are indirectly telling your brain you are in regular touch with the book. You are not saying I read last week sometimes and I was reading some other day. You have to be in a consistent way of keeping in touch with your books itself, and that way you will not feel so much of burden. See, only thing I'm telling you is the moment you will start getting stressed out is when you are not doing any kind of steps in whatever that you wanted to do. If you're not taking any kind of action, definitely you will feel stressed out, and definitely that will take you to the failure part. So what I am telling you is these tips that I have followed all through my life. Believe me, these points will also definitely work for you. Please go ahead and try it, and before you actually score your marks in the next exam, please go ahead and comment below on your experience, or if you know some additional tips, please come back and comment. It might be useful somebody else who is watching this video as well. Alright, thank you, take care, bye bye.